Hi everyone, today I'm back to show you the rest of my garden. This is going to be the portion that is in containers, my container garden, meaning everything that is in pots, not the part in the ground that I've already shown you. So this is a raised bed style. It's a plastic. It's like this. It's got a little spout on the bottom right there on both sides, and you fill it up through this little tube here, and it's got a reservoir at the bottom, and instead of watering it at the top, you fill it up through the reservoir. So in here I've got, this is peppermint over on this side. This is also peppermint. Originally I didn't plant the peppermint over there. I planted it over here, and it like burrowed underneath and popped up over here, so I just left it alone over there. And then this is sweet mint. That's oregano. And these over here are strawberries. I actually planted those strawberries there last year, and they just kind of, came back. And I've got some that are green. There's one, you can see there's a couple. There's some over here too, somewhere. Oh, sorry. I was looking not through the camera, but there's one down there, right there. And then these are my carrots in these buckets. I've already harvested some of them, which is why, there's some missing, and why I put that rock there just to be pretty. But I've got them in these buckets because it's just an easy container to do them in, because it's wide and it's nice and deep. And they are, you can see it is a food grade bucket, food grade container, so that there's none of that nasty like chemicals and stuff that are going to leach into my carrots. So I will bring you over to the other part of the yard now and show you some of my other stuff. Okay, so right over here, right next to my in-ground garden, along the fence, I've got some tomatoes and some carrots. There's a couple varieties of tomatoes. I just planted these in here yesterday. These are the black cherry tomatoes. They're cherry tomatoes. They're going to be kind of a real dark red color, reddish purple. These are some muscade carrots. I just planted the seeds in there yesterday in this big pot. These are a yellow pear cherry tomato, and I've got the cages on them for when they grow a little bit bigger. This is a scarlet nantes or nance carrot that I planted the seeds in there, and this is another one of the black cherry tomatoes. I actually thought I was getting a regular red cherry tomato, but they had it in the wrong little tray area, and so all tomatoes pretty much look the same. And so I looked at one of the tags on them, and they were all the same, and then I was looking for the best looking plant, and so I go, okay, this is the best looking plant, and I grabbed it. And then when I got home, I was like, wait, I got two black cherries, which that's actually fine, I don't mind. But yeah, I was excited to get those black cherries, and the yellow pear one will be cool too. So you can just see I've got those just kind of lined up here. And carrots and tomatoes are good, what is it called, companion plants. So that's why I put them next to each other like that. And they're both good for sun, and this gets good sun out here. And then if you just glance over, there's my in-ground garden. So it'll be easy to come out here and water them all at the same time. Okay, so over here I've got this aloe vera plant that's really big. It started out as, I had another aloe vera plant that I bought from the store that was real small, and I got a couple cuttings off of it and planted them, that turned into this, and the original aloe vera plant died over the winter. Sunflower, 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 sunflower. I'm trying to grow those a little bigger, and then I'm going to transplant them out over by the fence. A rosemary. These are 3 different jalapeno plants. And this one, they're all starting to get jalapenos on them, but that one's got a jalapeno right there. And you can see some of the little buds on it too. These other 2 don't have like big jalapenos like that. Well, that one's not big, and then this is some cardinal climbers, like the ones I've got out in my garden that are on the actual frame. And then right there on that, in the actual ground, those are more cardinal climbers right there. But then this is a citronella. And then up here on the table, my mom likes to feed the birds here, which I hate because they mess up my plants. But this is some thyme, just regular thyme. This is my feverfew that I'm growing from seed. I grew this from seed too. This is one of those butterfly weed plants that I'm giving to my friend. This I just planted yesterday. It's some cilantro, so it hasn't grown out yet, obviously. This is yarrow, which it's taking forever to grow, but I am growing it from seed, and I planted it like months ago. This is one of those cardinal climbers. I've planted kind of a bunch of these because they do fine in a pot, and then I get them big enough and I transplant them and the squirrels keep digging them up. So I've planted multiples so that if they dig them up and kill them, I've got one to be like a backup. More yarrow, another sunflower. These are some aloe veras that came off that big plant over there that I'm trying to grow. Cilantro, that is a carnation, same with those too. More of the cardinal climbers. That is some basil, real big plant. So that's just like sweet Italian basil, which I got that as a plant, a little one. It was like this size when I bought it. And then this one I grew from seed. This is lime basil I grew from seed. This is lemon thyme that I really like. That is some, oh my gosh, oh, lemon balm, sorry, forgot the name for some dumb reason. This is cilantro. I just bought that little plant yesterday and put it in there. More cardinal climbers. And then that's a cilantro that I grew from seed. And it's not doing the best. It's kind of starting to die. Part of it did die and I had to take it out of there, and so that's why I got another one, because I want to actually be able to have enough to use. And then if we go over here, that trash can's there because we've been cleaning their yard. That's an aloe vera plant that came from that big one too. And then I've got this lemongrass here. I just recently gave it a haircut, you know, which is why it's cut. And then same with that one. It was getting real long, and so I cut some off. That's parsley there. That is another basil plant that you can see, like all the bottom stem doesn't have any basil on it. That was actually a plant from last spring, and for whatever reason, like it didn't die exactly, but like all the basil on the bottom part just kind of fell off over the winter, and I mean, it's sort of getting some back, but like right in there, but not really. But the top part's fine and everything. And anyway, that's more parsley. That is some cilantro that's, again, I grew from seed, but it's still really tiny. It's actually two different plants in there. These are some of my roses. Yeah, they're real pretty, and you can see they kind of grow like this, where there are a focus. There's like a bunch of buds all in one little section. So they're real pretty. I really like them. And then here is some purple basil, and this was from last spring too, and it's done the same thing where it's got focus, where it's got like none on the stem area, but it's all like at the top. So both of these are kind of like that, both these purple basils. And then this is my dad's citronella. He likes to sit in this chair right here at night, in the evenings, not like nighttime, but, and so he puts the citronella here. And then that's my other citronella back there, which I need to move out here more, get it more in the sun, I think. It was raining a lot recently, like the last week. It's been raining a lot, so I had it underneath the porch right there. The porch is right where that line is. That's underneath, that's where the porch kind of, well, you can see like the shadow of it, I guess. But that's kind of where the porch is, and so, yeah. And then I've got a couple more right over here. That's the slide to our pool. And then, so right here is some arugula I planted from seed. This is echinacea, and it's been about a month since I planted this. And they're like planted like here type thing. Or maybe it's like this, I don't know, but regardless, they have not popped up yet. I've heard that it can take about a month for them to start actually showing and popping up, but they haven't. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna wait longer, or because they should have popped up by now. I mean, I've done 2 rounds now. I planted some, I waited about 2 months, they didn't pop up. I, you know, dug off the top layer where the seeds were, planted more, and then it didn't work. It's not worked again. So I don't know if there's something, there shouldn't be something wrong with the seeds. I got them from Mountain Rose Herbs, but there's nothing wrong with the soil because I've got everything else planted in the same soil. But anyway, This is my chamomile. And then this is my poorly looking garlic, which I'm due to pick it in mid-July, beginning to mid-July. But there's two where those stakes are that the tops just sort of came off during the rain. It got too much rain, which is why it's all brown like that. But the garlic's still under there and it should be okay. And I already took the one out that was right there and it wasn't big enough. It got brown like that, so I picked it to see if it was okay, and it wasn't ready yet. So, I mean, it's okay to use, but it's just still real small. Like, you know, like about like that or something. No, like that or something, I don't know. I put a picture of it on my Instagram, but, and then that one, you can see, still's got the stem, but it's poorly looking. Not green like it's supposed to be. Anyway, so that's that. I think that's pretty much it for my container garden. Everything else I've put out in the ground. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.